legendary figure in Israel, Rafi Eitan, has died, aged 92. The former Israeli politician and top intelligence officer who came to fame when he was put in charge of the infamous Mossad operation in Argentina that led to the capture and subsequent conviction of Nazi war criminal Adolf Eichmann. He later served as head of another intelligence agency and as a junior coalition minister from 2006 to 2009. Eitan was an outspoken political figure with weight in Israeli politics until the end of his life. And joining us now is i24News senior Washington correspondent and a man who literally wrote the book on Israeli espionage, Dan Raviv. Dan, thanks for joining us. And now, Eitan had such a long and illustrious career. Talk us through what made his career so significant.
Asher, it's so unusual that someone stays in the espionage business for half a century, but Rafi Eitan did just that. He fought in Israel's War of Independence, 1948, then entered the Shin Bet, which was the domestic security service of Israel, and then joined the Mossad. Now, there was a joint Shin Bet Mossad operation in 1960 to capture Adolf Eichmann from Argentina. Absolutely, Rafi Eitan was one of the leaders there. In fact, one of his nicknames was Mr. Kidnap. He had a way of spiriting people from one country to another. Sometimes they were Israeli traitors. They usually were enemies of Israel. He was especially proud of operations against Nazis, though many of them have not yet been publicized. Later, however, I would say that there was a black mark on his record, at least here in Washington, D.C., because he was running an agent in U.S. intelligence. An American named Jonathan Pollard was spying for Israel, and the Israeli government said that basically wasn't authorized at the time. Rafi Eitan was head of the Science Liaison Bureau of the Defense Ministry. I have to tell you that Eitan never apologized. He said he got terrific intelligence from Pollard. Pollard, of course, was jailed for decades, Asher.
And Dan, given these espionage expansive career, particularly what you just discussed in the U.S., did Eitan never face criminal charges himself?
That's right, whether it was operations in Paris or on the Mediterranean, where the word is that he made a shipload of uranium vanish and it ended up in Israel, or here in the U.S. involved in espionage where Pollard was convicted. The thing is that Rafi Eitan never visited the United States after 1987. He felt that, of course, he would be arrested. He was clever enough not to come here, Asher.
And Dan, with such longevity in his career, it gives a person a chance to reflect on their career, perhaps change some of their views. Towards the end of Eitan's life, did his views change or soften in any way?
He started giving interviews just in recent years, around the age of 90, and no, he was very proud of what he did. He said it was all for the Jewish people, and if someone had to be killed who was an enemy of Israel and the Jewish people, he said morality is not part of intelligence. He had no regrets. He often gave a mischievous smile when asked for details of some of the missions. He wouldn't reveal a lot, but just enough for us to know that he truly was a master of the spy game. Asher?
Dan Raviv there in Washington, thank you so much for sharing your insights. And now that's all we have time for this hour. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter or online at i24news.tv.